Welcome to GatorsZone.com. I'm Chris Harry alongside Scott Carter, and we're getting ready for the world's largest pity party. Except neither of these teams are going to have pity on the other teams. Both Florida and Georgia are racked with injuries, but they're still going to play that game up in Jacksonville this week. Scott, what are the ramifications for these two teams? Basically, you have an elimination game in a crazy SEC Eastern Division.
Yeah, you really do. I don't think a lot of people saw this scenario, 2 months ago when the season started, but here Florida and Georgia are both playing for their SEC East life. I mean, either team loses, they're out of the race, so both teams have to win out and hope Missouri loses to really get back into the SEC East conversation and to have a chance at Atlanta. And obviously that's going to be their focus over there in Jacksonville on Saturday. Throw in the just traditional rivalry. Neither one of these schools like each other very much, but then you do have a lot on the line still.
Right, and the theme for both these teams has been injuries throughout the season. Now, last week, both teams had the week off. Florida was hoping to get healthy during their open date. Lo and behold, Monday night, DJ Humphries goes down with an MCL knee injury. Now the Gators are going to have to flip-flop their offensive line, the fifth different offensive line combination in 8 games. What's going on up front there?
Yeah, with Humphries out, they're going to have to move Tyler Moore, who's been their normal right tackle. They're going to move him to the left side. You're going to see a 6'8", 361-pound Trenton Brown for the first time, a junior college transfer from Georgia, a big guy. We're going to see how big he is on the field Saturday against Georgia. And losing Humphries obviously is just another blow to this team. It's hard to believe that they've had this many knee injuries, but he's sprained knee. Muschamp said hoping to get him back within 2 to 4 weeks, so there is a chance that we will see him again before the end of the season. But certainly going into the game against Georgia, which has some guys up front who can pass rush, losing him was another hurdle that the Gators will have to overcome. Yeah,
now the offensive line has done a lot of flip-flopping. There hasn't been a whole lot of continuity. That's obviously Tyler Murphy has had struggle with pass protection. Enter Kelvin Taylor to hopefully maybe offset some things and get some impact in the running game this week.
Yeah, just from talking to coaches this week, offensive coordinator Brent Pease and Muschamp, I think we are going to see Kevin Taylor more. Muschamp said he's probably going to start at tailback, and it'll be his first career start if that happens. He was really the Gators' kind of life support out there in Missouri. They really didn't do much offensively, 151 total yards, but Taylor did give them a spark in the second half, had a career-high 74 yards, and, he's got fans excited that, hey, maybe this is the guy the offense needs to kind of get a spark here down the stretch and maybe keep their hopes in the SEC East race alive.
Now, the Gators are still ranked #1 overall in total defense in the Southeastern Conference, but their egos have been beaten up a little bit the last 2 weeks. Gave up 175 yards rushing to LSU, 205 yards rushing, and over 500 yards at Missouri. Where does it stand where this defense is right now?
Well, good thing is they'll get 2 guys back, which we haven't heard that in a while. You have Ronald Powell back, Damian Jacobs back on the defense. Both of those guys were unable to play at Missouri, and that obviously factored in to their performance out of there. And they're hoping to have Cody Riggs around for longer than one play. He was ejected on the first play of the Missouri game for a targeting penalty. He'll be back, and Darren Kitchens sounds like the linebacker's still up in the air. He did return to practice this week. Don't know about his status for the game, but they're getting some bodies back on defense. And, we've seen enough out of this group that when they're all healthy playing over there, they're a pretty good unit. And they're going to have to be on Saturday against Aaron Murray because he certainly knows how to test the defense.
He certainly does know how to test the defense. He'll test the Gators on Saturday. Gators own Scott, Gators own Chris will be tested with their post-game coverage. Hopefully you'll be following us. Thanks a lot. See you next time.